Please welcome Monica Stewart, your host for the Saddle Up Ozarks, connecting you with the western lifestyle of the Ozarks.
Hello friends and welcome to Saddle Up Ozarks. Today we're here with Tammy and Cheyenne Russell. They have the practice arena in Norwood, Missouri at the Twin Meadows Horse Center, and they're going to tell us a little bit about what goes on there and kind of the program that they have there.
Well, I do goat tying and breakaway lessons, mostly one-on-one. I've done a few clinics at the barn with just breakaway and goats. That's my strong suit that we do. She does the barrel horse side, rides a lot of outside horses and trains barrel horses. Does pretty good at it.
So for each of you, could you tell about how long you've been rodeoing and what exactly brought you to rodeo, got you interested in it?
Well, my dad's family did it for years, and then my dad and my uncle were both just outstanding hands with horses and everything, and got us into it. And then before long, my sister and I were just riding whatever we could ride, whenever we could ride, and going to horse shows, play days, jackpots, rodeos, and it just kind of evolved from there. It just grew into this big monster that just took over, and we drug the kids along. And then when Cheyenne got big enough to do it, then it was all about taking her and doing, and her dad roped, and she always loved the roping end of it because he did it, and him and I roped together for years before she came along, and so it's just been kind of a lifestyle for us, just a huge part of who we are, and it's just a kind of a lifestyle.
I think the day I came home from the hospital, I was set on a horse. So, I've had it since I was born, basically. Always done it, and now I've mostly roped more than run barrels, but I still like to ride a good barrel horse. With the roping, I like it a lot more.
So pretty much as soon as you got home.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you both, I understand, do a lot of the WPRA events and a lot of the open events just around the Midwest. What would be your favorite and why?
Oh, I went to Guthrie back in last year, Thanksgiving, to a big Rising Stars calf roping, and that was a great one. I really enjoyed it because the arena at Guthrie is so big that we had 2 calf roping arenas going at the same time, and it was still big enough that you had plenty of warm-up area. And then Waco, because that's just an event on that stage at that level. It is just amazing, and it's a great job, and it's a lot of fun, and there's a lot of great people out there.
It's a lot of work. It's constant.
Yes.
You're roping in the morning, you're running barrels in the afternoon, you're roping that night, and for her doing like the barrels and the breakaway and the team roping, where I just did the barrels and the roping. So you spend a week and you're just constantly moving and going, and it's just so much fun.
For each of you, what would be probably your biggest accomplishment so far in your rodeo career, and then also could you tell kind of what your major goals are for this next coming year?
For me, I would say my rookie year of the WPRA was back in 14, I think I joined, and I won the Great Lakes Breakaways title. And I joined late in the year, and I didn't think it was going to be possible, and I did it. And the most important thing to that for me was the horse that I won it on. I won it on my good horse Ray, and I'm not sure how many more he's going to get to go to on the big end. And so winning that on him was pretty amazing. And I'd like to win it again this year on him, because I'm not sure after this year if he'll get to do it much anymore, because he's pretty stove up. But I would like to, for the team roping end, I'd like to get my number bumped. I'd like to get accurate, and then I want to go win finals. I want to win the breakaway average at World Finals. That's a goal I have, and I can work on it this year because I'll be done with school. That's something I want to do.
So for you, what would be your accomplishments that are most major to you, and then also what would be your goals for this next year?
I'm just kind of along for the ride. I'm just dragging along heeling here, but I would like to be in the top 5 healers in the nation. When my husband and I roped all the time, we did pretty well, and I can tell I've lost a step or two, and I'm real rusty, and I'm really having to. It's a lot more work getting it back as you get older. But Mary Berger won the barrels this year in her 60s, so she's like a big, huge, like, I mean, she she kind of gives me a little bit of hope. So I would like to be in the top 15.
What events do you hold at the barn on a daily basis, or I guess a weekly basis, and what could people look for as far as getting something scheduled with you guys if they wanted a certain night to either rope or do barrels or something like that? How would they kind of schedule that?
Well, right now I'm averaging 2 breakaway lessons a week, so that's pretty good. We also, any day we can just go out and ride, and one of us pull the breakaway sled, or if we can get someone to drive the 4-wheeler that we can rope the Helo-matic. I mean, any time we can do something like that. As far as if someone wants to come out and have any type of lesson,
We're pretty flexible.
We're pretty flexible. Just contact us.
We're ready to rope and ride.
Yeah. You just got to contact us either through our barn page at the Twin Meadows on Facebook, or our personal Facebook pages, preferably mine. She doesn't check hers as much. Or just
Don't message me.
Yeah. Or if you have our numbers, just get hold of us. We're pretty flexible. We try to work with our clients because that's what makes our barn keep going and thrive, and what gives us the ability to keep going on is when we have people and horses that want to come to us and get help, and that we can go on and do stuff.
So it's pretty flexible as far as getting something scheduled with you guys.
Yes.
You know, we're like with her school, you know, she has to work around it a little bit, but you know, sometimes I have people that can make it out through the day, you know, with their kids or something, and we like to do that, just, you know. And like I said, if somebody wants to come out and ride, we're pretty open to it, because we're always ready to, like, saddle something up
Always
and do
ready to go.
something.
Yes,
I
yes.
mean, you know, it's what we do.
It might get interesting a time or
Yeah.
two, but we're ready to go.
Because it's what we do. It's what we like to do. I feel like I've been really blessed through my life, because, like, I get to go out every morning and, like, start feeding and being around these, you know, horses and stuff, and it's just been a blessing, you know, and I get to do this, and it's a blessing to be able to go with my daughter and just have windshield time and just go places, and
Lots
mean,
of
we
windshield
have
time.
a lot, and we have a lot of fun, and it's just a blessing, you know. It's been a real blessing in our life.
What would you tell a beginner in the rodeo, or even just the horse industry as a whole? What would you tell them, just one thing in particular, to get them kind of started and just kind of let them in on the rodeo associations, and just kind of something to get them going? What would you tell them?
Learn as much as you can. Just watch. Like, do a lot of people watching. You'll see the good riders from the bad riders, the beginners from the experts, and watch the people that you know are good, and hang around with that group of people. Positive influence people. Like, at that calf rope she was talking about in Amarillo, I missed my calf, and then in the second round, Larry D had the exact same calf, and she is a heck of a roper. She missed my calf because she did the same thing I did. So I went down and asked her, I said, why? Why did we miss? And she told us, so find the people that know, watch what they're doing, be positive, hang out with positive people, and you will see a difference. It's amazing.
What would you tell someone?
Horsemanship. Learn how to ride before you pick up a rope and decide you're gonna rope. Learn how to ride before you go.
Is there any, you say windshield time, is there any sort of story you guys could give me on something somebody may not know about you guys? Any good memories?
Well, we're not. Siri is not always accurate.
She does not like driving through big cities. She screams every time.
I do, yeah. Like, I get a little freaked out because people seem to think that if you leave 2 inches, they can squeeze their car in, and I'm like, we went to a rodeo one time and drove 10 miles of dirt roads because Siri took us that way, and I'm like, Lord, this is
very bad.
We're gonna get back in here. They had to pipe daylight in where we were at, people, and it was like, so. It's usually pretty interesting when we go someplace. You just never know.
lots of music and sleeping goes on.
Yeah,
So,
not for me.
Bring the map with you guys.
Yeah, oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
I keep saying I'm gonna buy one of those old atlas maps that I can physically see, because
We're constantly being teased about being lost and late. We're known as the herd of turtles. Yeah.
yeah, it's
Always.
yeah.
It's always an adventure, and if you don't know the words to a song, make them up.
Just sing
that's
what,
our
yeah,
motto.
it
No,
doesn't
sing
matter.
what you
We're
know.
just